Okay. Late stream today. Some stuff happened. As I'm sure all of you noticed. And I was just as don't even give me that, Dean. You were in the Discord with everyone else going over the news. How's the PP measuring going? I mean, in some ways good, in some ways I guess I'm the brokest streamer on the website. Micro streamer. Hey, I'm in the name another Monster Hunter streamer you find on that list. Kanta, I guess. Incognito Man, hello. You may say I'm the most micro, but I would say I'm the largest streamer of Monster Hunter. Kanta's lower than me? I don't believe that. I don't believe that. There's no way that's true. Is that true? Largest streamer of a 150 viewer game. I mean, you got to take it where you can get it, right? Show us the receipts. Oh, he's higher? He should be. Right when I moved over to Twitch, he was streaming and he was like around 1,000 viewers on average. He could easily be, if he wanted, I mean, he could be top 1,000. Weebs spend money, yeah. Freddie Me and I have been doing it for a while. Show the Hole, I could hit the top 10. I don't know if I could beat Critical Role. That's pretty impressive. How do they even how do they get people to subscribe? Or is it just they have such a big audience that people subscribe anyways? Tom, we are aware. I changed my password. We are way ahead of you. Send the list to Jono. Tell him I'm almost top 3,000. Yeah. Stray Confusion, thank you. Oh, is it the VODs? I see. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much I mean, I'm sure everybody's talking about it. You got to be a little careful. I don't want to break TOS in any way. I'm sure Twitch is still figuring all this stuff out anyways. It's insane, man. It's insane. Put top 3,000 in my business card. It's a big deal, okay? There's like 8 million unique streamers. And I'm top 3,000. That's as a percentage, that's really good. You hate if people are laughing at the below 50? Oh, I'm definitely below that. Ruble, thank you.
36 months.
I'm not. Yeah, how many of them have been featured in a TV commercial? Ninja. Boulder Drone. Oh, I want to. Can you make one special quest, Boulder Drone? That would probably be too hard. Absolute Origin, hello. I will not be bullied. It's not even a full picture. They're the sort. Nobody cares. Salt. Nobody cares about any Twitch project. The only thing anyone cares about is how much money the streamers are making. That's the only thing anyone cares about. They only care about is how I don't need the money. They only care about is how much money they're making, and then if they make more money than the other streamers they know. That's the only thing anyone cares about. Nobody cares. Oh, Twitch is going to make a VR chat. Nobody cares. Twitch is going to make a Steam thing. Nobody cares. None of that matters. I see I made the list. I'm almost in the 2000s. That's so close to 2000 Listarian. Thank you. I'm not 3066. I'm 2,999. All right? I'm top 3,000. Are you trying to say I'm not even top 3,000? Stop. Stop. It's not fair. That's my name, Squid. This is terrible. This is the worst day in Twitch streaming I've ever had. Not even top 5. Guys, I made the list. Is that not even a big deal? Oh my god. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. If you're not like top 100, you may as well be like absolute poverty. Absolute poverty. Do you start calling me by my ranking? Apparently. Play more GU, climb the ranks? Oh my god. If I wanted to go down the list, if I wanted to go visit the 5,000s. Oh my god. Wait, am I falling into it now? Am I falling into the trap? Like, looking at the 5,000s with disgust. Sorry, that was not nice, okay? That was uncalled for, and I apologize. Do you think the 5,000s make fun of the 6,000s? Probably. Volcano burst hello. Streams listed in Monster Hunter World category. This is Monster Hunter World. What else do the 5,000s? It's true. This is messed up. This is too. The worst part about this isn't that the information is available, it's that Twitch chat has it. No, you don't. That's not right, Kinezes. Don't. Ristretto will be top 10,000. I don't. There's no way he's not top 10,000. Not even lower than 3,000. Stop it. I blame you. Why don't you guys gape those wallets more if you want me to be higher? Do I need Sonic Bombs? What rank is Fextra Light? So, no joke. It would be interesting to compare, like, average viewer count versus Twitch ranking. Not saying that means 100% you've been botting, but I mean, there's got to be a correlation. Some sort of an interesting 930? Wow. Wow. They should be a lot higher. I mean, look, they've got like 8,000 concurrent viewers. That doesn't make any sense. That's very suspect. No, don't count me. That's not me. I'm not. Look, I'm not running the money maker. Okay, I never pump you guys for subs. Are ads part of the payout? I really don't know. I haven't done any like real analysis of it. What's my payout? Stop it! You can only eat the top 3,000 streamers, so are you saying I'm safe? What do you say? Let's get some Sonic Bomb. We'll get like 4? You're exposed to the map. It's insane. It's like the craziest thing. Like, who would have ever expected anything like this? I do not live on a yacht and stream from that. I don't ingest any goblin gold. My favorite memes are when people are making fun of like the top 100 streamers though. I do kind of enjoy it. It's bad. I shouldn't like it, but it does make me laugh. I mean, guy, I mean, look, just so that you're clear, and this is not like streamer number 3066 Cope. You know, that what the numbers that are out there are a fraction, a percentage of what a normal amount a streamer would make is. The Pepiga papers? Not enough or you make too much? See, like, at 3066, like, people aren't going to be like, oh, wow, streamer lives in absolute poverty. But at the same time, like, people aren't going to be like, I feel like I'm at an okay number. I feel like that's like a safe number. Like, I'm at a safe number to be at. It's like a relatable number. You know? People can look at it and be like, oh, that's okay. Maybe we won't have to consume him. But I've always said it, like, if you see a streamer and they've got like more than 500 or especially like 1,000 people in their chat and they're out there begging for subs, eat them. The numbers reveal that you take sponsor. Makes sense. If I was that destitute, don't you think I'd be like begging you guys for subs more? Huh? I don't take the dirty sponsorships. I don't take, like, I'm not like pumping you guys with Raid Shadow Legends every month. Start begging. Get on your knees and grovel. 3066. Blancos, though? Look, all right. To be fair, I was on the fence about Blancos, and Jen was like, you better, it was like peak coronavirus times, and Jen was fed up with having to work inside of a school, and she's like, if I have to go into the office, you have to play the game. When am I going to promote Norton 360 for gamers? Dude, I don't want to say anything, but I remember streaming on their channel and them getting like 3,000 viewers too. She was like, she's like, if I've got to go into the office, you got to play the game. So yeah, I played Blancos. I'm not proud of it. You do, you're 3,066. You do what you got to do to make to pay the mortgage. You know what I mean? Almost top 3,000. That's not even like, by what metrics? By what metrics? It's not average viewership. You know? Like real numbers, not even like fake, like embedded numbers. I should raise JoeCat to see who gets to top 3,000. Well, hopefully Twitch doesn't just start having monthly data leaks. Of course people care how much money they make, Beatrice. Of course. Like, the person that did the leaks, all they would have needed to do was just release that list, and that's all people would have cared about. Nobody cares about anything else that's going on. That's normal. Diablo's having a normal one over there. Knowing how much people makes unionizing, I don't think that'll ever happen on Twitch. I mean, first of all, do you realize what the parent company for Twitch is? I mean, all right, so I don't watch Critical Role, but like they have like nearly TV quality level production quality, right? Nefudis, hello. So like it makes sense. You know, I mean, if you put the effort in to Twitch, you're gonna. I mean, in most cases, you're gonna see something come from it. Did I find out my position on the Twitch leaderboard? Twitch streamer 3066 reporting for duty. Micro streamer. Aren't the talent groups the unions of Twitch? I mean, I wouldn't call it a union necessarily, but God knows I feel a lot better being part of a talent group. People are interested in how much others make because they want to make sure they have enough to eat. You guys already know I eat beans every day. You're only in 3,000 under streamers chats? Did you really go through your follow list and check? Did you really do that right now? Are you trying to act like you're some sort of like Twitch hipster? Like, ooh, I only watch like the cool unknown guys. Yeah, I mean, so, I mean, it makes sense, right? If you got 20 highly talented streamers together and put on like a real, you know, heavily produced show, like it should be high in the listings, right? That makes sense. Purple sharpness and high rank? It's only possible for rank. Birdie, thank you. Pringle Party, Forge from VHS, Funky Cat, It's Silvis, and T-Girl 69. Thank you. Is this how it's gonna go all day? Birdie just reached 3065. Guys, it's not copium. It's okay. I'm okay. I'm not struggling. It's not like you can look at it a bunch of different ways. Okay? There are millions of people that stream on this platform. Literally millions. I'm all right. I'm basically top 3,000. I'm technically not top 3,000. I'm basically top 3,000. That's really cool. From playing Monster Hunter. Tykaj, thank you. Ben Turtle, enjoy. It's not, no, I could definitely afford Optum. No, you please never spend money boosting the screen. I'm not close to homelessness. I deserve more recognition. I'm Beatrix, if I could be honest. Cup Nunu, thank you. Adams Art, enjoy. I'm thankful every day that I have and am able to do what I do for a living. I never wake up and be like, oh, woe is me. I wish I was 2,995. No. Very, very happy. Very happy with what I'm able to do. Number 2 champ, our top 3,000 streamer. I just want to say I appreciate anyone that is willing to do revisionist history and say I'm top 3,000. It's so funny. It is scary though, thinking like when you start going down the list, how low the numbers are though. Like there's not like, I don't know that there's a percentage you could even really figure out of there of what people would consider be making like a livable wage. I should collab with some top 2,000 streamers. I mean, sure, yeah. Depending on the country you're in, it can make a big difference. Ursa doesn't date streamers who can't break the top 3,000s on Twitch? I don't know. I don't think that's what motivates her heart, Smug Fox. Asmund said he'd be interested in Monster Hunter. Do you think Asmund would even look at a top 3,000 streamer? What's the subject? Ben, there was a... Let's just say Twitch got Omega Gate, and all the information was leaked this morning. What Monster Hunter is this? This is Monster Hunter World, also known as Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. What info? Lots of things, but the only thing anyone cares about is how much money the streamers make. That's the only thing anyone cares about. Tons of stuff was leaked. People just want to know what people's money, what their ranking. It's not even their money. People don't really even care about the money. They care about what ranking they're in. And if they're higher or lower than their other streamers that they know. Here's the thing, Igwe. It's only, I mean, like, I don't even know how much I can speak. It's not the full picture. You're only seeing a percentage of what most streamers are making from what's there. I don't know if it's broken down in any sort of realistic fashion in terms of ads and everything else. I mean, certainly it's subs. You're ranked number 10,001. You'll be there next year. It's so dumb. Yeah, so like it's obviously it's not going to count anything like if you're super hard into Stream Elements or Streamlabs and you get donations and stuff from that. Amish Armada, thank you. Yeah, sponsors, donations, merchandise. Like in general, what you're looking at probably for most streamers, like that's like a relatively stable number from like a monthly perspective. And then anything you get from like sponsorships or any other major thing like that, bounties, stuff like that, that's the sort of stuff that goes into like, you know, either like a rainy day fund or if you got to like reinvest in the stream or something like that. Happy 3rd birthday. Yo, I've got to get some work done in the next week. I know I said by 3 years I'd have more badges. Nunu, thank you. It's not, today is not my birthday. Thank you. Within the Twitch housing complex, I live on the floor with all the public restrooms. Hey, at least I get into the building. Did I see myself as 3066 3 years ago? Absolutely not. Well, I don't know. I didn't have any major doubts that I could make it happen. What weapon would you recommend somebody use? Somebody likes hammer, charge blade, and hunting horn? Sounds like you like KOing things. I don't want to recommend exhaust file switch axe because it's kind of a meme. But yeah, you've gone through all the impact things. I don't know. It depends on the game, I guess. I guess bow, depending on the game. Yeah, insect glave's not a bad choice either. Zox asks, was your first switch axe? That's cool. Shield smacking as well, yeah. Were you at least able to back up your saves on Lucky? Do you have like cloud backups or anything? Or is everything dead again? Does Risebo have coconuts? Yeah, but don't they suck? I mean, Iceborne coconuts got worse, but you can still get 1 KO out of them. Did we play the coconut song? That's probably DMCA. Song request streams got DMCA. I just want to know, like... So Twitch takes a lot of money from streamers. Where are they spending that money? It's clearly not on security. What in the actual hell are they doing? That's the only thing that actually makes me mad. That is literally the only thing that makes me mad. Spend it on Amazon products? It's just so bizarre. Like, literally millions of dollars a month. On top of, like, owning a server infrastructure company. Like Amazon Web Services. And they can't even secure, like, whatever. Streamersalaries.xls. And then have it get leaked to the internet. It's, like, insane. Twitch made an agreement with music companies. It was to make singers stream on Twitch to promote their songs? Wait, was that what Twitch Sings was? But if the top 3,000 below got a separate... Oh my god! Are you saying, Tepelin, that they could have had just a top 3,000 spreadsheet and then I would have been cut off? I'm making notes over here, guys. I'm putting the list together. Oh wait, it's only the top 3,000 viewers, never mind. Not even top 1,000 streaming. You think the payment link counts Bezos bucks? If it was September, it would have. Sony's just not, like, a trustworthy company anymore, Unlucky. I don't know what's going on with them, but it seems less and less like they actually care about video games, which is really bizarre. I mean, I know they're a large company and they have, like, lots of different ways that they make money, but... Gravios? I hate Gravios. Forget about if you just cut off the top 3,000, and yes, then I'm top 100. You know, if you look at the number of all-time viewers, unique viewers that came to the stream, that's 52,000. 3,000 is pretty high within the unique viewer list. Trustworthy companies exist? I guess not. See, I'm in the top 1,000. I'm in the top 1,000 of Shep Nuts. Wet dogs are great. Hello. Not even top 500 in his own stream. Well, I don't abuse the points. I don't just like give me points. It's not. I'm not living in hell. I'm not living in hell right now. I'm not doing a subathon. Yes. Not yet. Wonder how many streamers are going to get in trouble with the IRS? Well, I don't know if they're going to do anything about that. As long as they file their taxes and they filed it appropriately, they should be okay. What did you come into? The top 10,000 streamers had their income leaked on the internet, Kaiser. I am 3066 out of 10,000. And apparently that's something to be embarrassed about. I'm proud of being 3066. I'm happy with my number. No. I'm not ashamed. No, I'm basically top 3,000. No. If you round it up, I'm basically top 3,000. Yeah, it's top half. That's a pretty impressive number. Thank you. I like to think it's a pretty impressive number, too. Wouldn't you like to be 2099? Yeah. Of course. Of course you would. What do you think I'm going to say? Imagine being a top streamer in a category and not even breaking top 3,000. I mean, if I wanted to drop down to 4,000, we could actually be streaming Monster Hunter Rise. How does it feel to be the same age as Twitch earnings position? 3060. I'm not 3,066. Upgraded to third stream. Some people aren't even on the list. Okay? Some people you watch probably aren't even in the top 10,000. This is why you need to have the Raid Shadow Legends money. I don't need Raid Shadow Legends money. I'm doing okay. Hi. Heroes of the Storm is a bigger category than all Monster Hunter games combined. Don't say that. No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm on that list. And that's something to be proud of. What are my Lyft personal records? I can tell you what it is recently. People still watch HOTS a lot. I don't think I'd be able to get good enough to actually stream it. Squat isn't much, 180. Bench press is actually kind of light, but I'm getting up to 1 times body weight, 145. Or is it higher than that? It's a bit higher than that. Hold on. No, maybe it is 145. Deadlift is 225. Overhead press, 110. Barbell row, 120. In Finland, all the income information is public. I don't think it's a bad thing, honestly. You're not worried about a streamer list? What I need is Monster Hunter content you come for great entertainment. Thank you, Birdie. 110 overhead press is good? His shoulders don't lie. Somebody got really mad at me, Catboy Miller. They thought I was like humble bragging about my shoulders yesterday, which maybe I did a little bit, but like whatever, deal with it, man. I put the work in. God knows if I can't lift myself out of streamer obscurity, I may as well lift heavy things. Now I can humble brag on 3066. 3066 is my favorite fitness influencer. Streaming makes only the top visible, so you gotta show off the goods. I mean, the thing I struggle with is reducing percentage body fat, so having larger muscles makes it so that's not as big of an issue. Where can I see the full? Nobody posted. It's out there, Second Saul, but just so you guys are safe, you should not post anything like that anywhere on Twitch. You don't want to get yourself in trouble. I don't blame you for wanting to see the list. Everyone wants to see the list. Everyone wants to see where the streamers are on the list. Don't post the list. You can definitely... I feel like that's like a TOS thing. You'll get in trouble. Okay, 3066. Shut up. Shut up, Unlucky. Do I eat lean cuisine? No. No, I mean, for most dinners, I eat either a vegetable, like a salad, or a soup, or beans. And some sort of lean meat, like turkey. I know it's hard to believe on a 3066 salary, but sometimes I get steak. I know it's unbelievable to think somebody with such a micro position could afford anything other than, like, leftover, like, tins of tuna. I am very ready for Rise on PC Field Team Leader. I'm excited to see what it's going to look like. Breakfast, I usually have a protein bar, cottage cheese, and a protein shake. I get a lot of protein in the morning. I will say this. It makes me mad, but it also makes me laugh if the response to anything I say is simply, okay, 3066. DeSantis, hello. Sure thing, 3066. Whatever you say. Okay. Nah, streamers are just their number now. I kind of like it. It like, kind of like dehumanizes you a little bit. It is terrifying though. It is terrifying to think that there's that many people streaming on Twitch and like not even the full top 10,000 are making what would appear to be like a living wage. So I don't know, like, do you think that's going to change anyone's opinions? If they're, like, thinking right now, like, someday I want to be a full-time streamer? Or do you think, like, if people want to do it, they're just going to go ahead and do it anyways? One good subathon and a bit of begging, and I'm good golden for the next leak. All I'm gonna say is I hope it never leaks again, but B, if it does, I really hope I'm actually like I'm in the 2000s. Am I friends with 3067? I don't know who 3067 is. I feel like I should make like you're probably right though. I should make a relationship with them. What would I do if I went down? Well, it would depend. Like, is that because more people became successful, or is that because I was doing worse? You and me got dead talking to 3067. That's not true. You think that's what it is to me? I just look at other, like, all I care about is your Twitch number. Your Twitch number is lower than mine. I don't even want to speak to you. Yeah, if anything, I would feel a certain camaraderie for 3067. Beginning of it in real life. No more heroes. Some sort of a survival game. I mean, here's the crazy thing. I've been watching all those survival game shows. Like Squid Game and like Alice in Borderland and stuff. TwitchCon, you gotta wear a badge with your number. You line up outside the convention according to your Twitch number. You're only allowed in. Yeah, sorry, 3066. 3065 is the last one we're gonna let in. Just like the E3 experience. There's millions. Am I higher than botless streamers? I mean, I'm not even gonna look. Absolutely. I'm not like that, but yes. I will destroy any botless streamer. Am I feeling better today? I actually am feeling a lot better today. Thank you. I tried to run last night, Birdhouse Theory. And after 40 minutes, I ended up just crawling onto the ground and just laying on it like a slug for like 20 minutes before crawling into bed. But I tried, but this morning I feel okay. It was just, you know, it's like a 24-hour thing. I got the flu shot. I usually feel bad for a day. At least, hey, 40 minutes isn't bad on the treadmill. It could be better, but like it's better than nothing. Sasha Grey is 1651. It's shocking. I think it must be because she just got started recently, because she is huge. Major Black, I think it's not necessarily the biggest data breach. It's just like the most sensational data breach. And it's only for people that care about Twitch. You know what I mean? Is this the Dose Swamp thing? It very well may be. Source code got leaked? Well, like, does that matter? I don't know that that matters. I mean, I know Twitch or Amazon, like, sells, like, streaming service API for companies that want to get a streaming service started for something other than gaming. Or I guess even for gaming if you wanted to pay for it. I mean, that's essentially what they bought Justin TD for, right? That source code. But I can't imagine that sort of stuff is that, like, difficult to pick up nowadays. Thought login info, credit cards, and addresses got leaked? Not that I know of. In fact, so far, I've heard passwords have not been leaked, but obviously you should change your password. Credit cards, again, hard to say. If you have a debit card linked, Justin TV, is that a grandpa thing? That's what Twitch bought. Or Amazon bought, I think. They bought out Justin TV. If you have a debit card linked to your Twitch, probably a good idea to keep an eye on that. And also probably shouldn't be leaking your debit card to internet websites anyways if you can help it. If you get a credit card instead, it's a better idea. Could there be a connection between Twitch links and Facebook being down? I don't think so. I think it's just a coincidence, but I mean, who knows? Now, if they do, like, legit, like, I'm gonna freak out if they actually do, like, release, like, personal information, because that is scary. You know? Who knows what people have been banned from 3066 streams that are, like, you know, vengeful little goblins, and that goes for lots of people on Twitch. I mean, they didn't release any personal info, but they have said it's a part 1 of 2. I mean, they may be looking to do a ransom. And it's very possible they're trying to negotiate with Twitch themselves in some way. You know? Owned by Amazon, big company. I mean, they might be looking for a large payout. You know, they might be saying, like, it's because, like, whatever, they've got a grudge against Twitch, but I have a hard time believing somebody would do this just because they didn't like the website. I mean, they want to get paid. Yeah, and honestly, for two-factor authentication, like, you should have that set up on anything that matters. Assume anything you don't have two-factor on is just going to get ruined someday. Wonder how far Twitch would go to protect its streamers? Gonna go with the doubt on that one. Well, here's the thing. At the very least, Major Black, given what they have, like, it's only one step away from having, like, our tax information, right? Presumably, if they have as much money, if they know how much money we made, they also had access to the database that has, like, our IRS filing account. The only time you got hacked is when you put two-factor authentication on an account? That's crazy. What website was that for? Bezos would be quick to throw you under the bus if you're sub 3,000. Is this G rank? This is low rank guild. So he's not going to deal quite that much damage, but he's going to have a decent amount of life. Was your WoW account with an authenticator? Wow. I remember having to disconnect my Final Fantasy XIV authenticator once when, like, I ended up resetting a phone and having it being surprisingly easy to do. So I wouldn't be surprised if somebody just called the support line and said, hey, can you remove the authenticator from my account? Time must be set to 36 seconds? Yes, actually. Was that like almost an hour? Your friend got locked out of an account because he broke his phone with two-factor authentication. That is a concern. Look, you can't compare yourself to some of the really large streams, okay? When you got to compare yourself on the Twitch rankings, you have to immediately remove the top 3,000 from the list. And then you rank yourself accordingly from there. You know, because you got to get rid of all the battle royale. You got to get rid of all the just chatting. Got to get rid of all the MMOs. Got to get rid of all the sports. Basically, when you whittle it down to just Monster Hunter, I'm in the top 3. One of my ranking neighbors is a Trackmania cheater? No way! How are they even getting money? Who is paying that person? The old guy? I don't believe that. The old guy. The old guy that played Trackmania. You're grinding for you as I grind? Nice. Where did he go? Gotta say the difference between top 3 and Monster Hunter and everyone else is massive. I mean, it all depends. Like, there's a lot of people that stream and you know them as streamers, but they don't do it full time. If you're not putting, 45, 50 hours a week into it, be it on stream or off stream, I mean, it'll reflect at least a little bit. Most of the Monster Hunter streamers stream on YouTube. How the hell? Well, I must have missed it. The old guy? Oh, nice. We got the kill. Plenty of people put that much work in, but nobody wants to watch, though? I mean, it's not... I mean, obviously, it's not just time. Like, you can't just turn a camera on and expect people to be entertained. I'll say this. Everyone who I know that has any sort of an audience on a regular basis is either naturally entertaining enough or considerate enough of streaming content that people are going to want to watch. I've seen that consistently time and time again. And then it's just a matter of doing it long enough and getting good at it enough and building a community in order to find any sort of success. Here's Sika, hello. Glad they didn't leak your Twitch channel viewing history? Why, you don't want people to know that you watch a 3066 streamer? You embarrassed to be here? Q-Boy, is that a joke? It's the 3067 you're worrying about? My viewing history is just Jorbs? It's a lot of Jorbs. I just like watching you slay the Spire, man. I don't know what it is. It's very relaxing. And Jorbs is very good at it. I mean, neither I nor he claims he's necessarily the absolute best Slay the Spire in the world, but he's the one I like to watch the most. Just like your 3066 Monster Hunter streamer. Okay, 3066, we get it. Almost in high rank. How come you haven't stolen the mini Jorbs idea from Jorbs and had a mini shop? Is Maldi not real to you? Is this not... is this Maldi erasure? I see how it is. Your number might go up if you do ASMR ear licking. What? The upsetting thing is these rankings are only ever going to come out once. So, like, I'm forever going to be 3066. Even, like, let's say 2 or 3 years from now. What if I'm actually top 1,000? People are still going to call me 3066. It's not going to matter. Whatever. Forever a micro streamer. No, they should just... I think they should do it. Just post them monthly. Four-digit Andy? That's the worst. Can I name my character and try 3066? 3066 is the outside number, number 1 in your heart. Thank you. Did some of you lose respect for me when you saw, wow, only 3066? My streamer should have been higher than that. You were impressed? That's nice of you to say. I don't believe you. You gained it, if any? Okay, that's good. That makes me feel a little bit better. You were expecting me not to be in the list? Oh, I'm remembering that one. You didn't think I'd be on the list? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? You should have been higher. I'm pissed. I was impressed by how low you are. Okay, I was expecting that comment. No, Jen. Here, I messaged Jen, okay? I actually did message her. You know what she said? There was a big Twitch data leak, and everyone knows how much all the streamers made. I'm 3,000 in the world, lol. I didn't say 3066. I said 3,000. Deal with it, okay? And you know what she said? Wow, that's really cool. Okay, 3066. I wasn't gonna say 3066. Do you think she would? Do you think she would react in any different way? Do you think she would react in any different way if I said 3066? You were surprised not as much as finance, but enough for an enjoyable day job, like you said? Yeah, that's pretty much it. You got it, Nordicus. Tell her I lied and I said I'm 3066. Streamer can't even tell his wife the truth. It's close enough. It's close enough. Fine. Over dinner tonight, I will confess to her and I'll tell you what she says. You know what she'll say? She'll say, oh, that's fine. She's not going to make a big deal out of it. It's not based on a lie. What, do you think she's going to leave me for somebody in the 2000s? Don't you even start. Okay, 3066. This is number 3000 erasure. She's going for Moon Moon? Moon Moon's doing okay. I mean, Moon Moon's been bragging about being a millionaire for a long time now, so. Tell her the truth on stream. She's not gonna care. She's not gonna like, oh wow, you lied to me. She's like, what does it matter? Who's number one? It's Critical Role. Which makes sense, because like they're like a professional like production. Like they're like a big deal. There's nothing else quite as good as them or quite like them on Twitch, so that has as many like, you know, big celebrities. I mean, you know, I've been on I was on a D&D podcast or a stream a couple weeks ago, and it was fun, but I mean, you just can't compare it, you know. It's on a completely different level. I mean, they've got a huge budget, so. I'm on the 3066 equivalent Dungeons and Dragons streams. Is that what you want to hear? Huh? Is that what's going to make you happy? Okay, 3066. I'm on the Dungeons and Dragons stream you have at home. That D&D stream was good, though? I'm glad you liked it. The guy who yells a lot in live stream fails is number 2. The amazing thing to think about that prefixed is, whereas Critical Role is like got a full-time staff and a lot of people and a lot of talent involved, that's literally like one guy in a room. It's pretty amazing. You didn't think he'd be number 2? I mean, it doesn't surprise me. I mean, they're constantly having well over 100,000 people watching them. I am the optimum guy. I mean, anyone, you know, I mean, again, like, it's just a percentage of what they make anyways. Germa has a staff and comes off as one guy in my room most of the time. Yeah, and if you just look at, like, Germa's ranking, like, you wouldn't think necessarily that would be somebody, like, that actually, like, hires staff and stuff like that. But that's because, like, that number isn't... This is going to sound 100% like somebody who's 3066 is desperately coming to terms with being 3066. But that number's not everything. That number's not everything. That is not copium. It's not copium. It's just one thing. Show YouTube number? My YouTube number would be like micro. You just watch me for Monster Hunter streams? Well, you know what? You're in the right channel. You know what I mean? What area do golden fish spawn? I think area 11. And make sure to use golden fish bait. Stop. Oh my god. Oh, I mean, I'm not even talking about gambling sponsorships, although easily, yeah, I mean, I've heard of gambling sponsors paying like actually insane numbers, like $1 million, like unironically, like $1 million. If I did hot tub and be top 1,000, maybe. I gotta talk to my agent about that, because he already said he didn't want me doing an OnlyFans. So. What number are marble streamers? I don't know. Are there full-time just marble streamers? Do you think he's, oops. Do you think even a draw slash flinches Rathalos with the amount of damage this greatsword does? It probably does. Yeah, I have an agent? Yes, I have an agent. No, McRaptor doesn't care about that number. If anything, McRaptor only cares about a viewer count, which that number has nothing, well, only has a slight correlation with. What kind of agent? I'm part of a talent. And in the talent group, I have an agent. They get me sponsorships so I don't have to live off of only my 3066 income. No, my agent doesn't take any of my 3066 income. Your can't, doesn't matter if you have oil barons to check. Dude, I swear to God, I was in another Discord the other day, and we were talking about something. I think we were talking about the Bezos bucks. Remember how Bezos, like, the sub number changed because of regional pricing? And somebody was talking about how a streamer they watch, like, regularly gets, like, has, like, 50 or 60 people in their chat at one time. They get, like, 100 gift subs a stream. I'm like, well, I guess that's one way to do it. They, like, pit their viewers against each other to see who could gift the most subs. To launder money? Presumably for attention, but I really don't know. I really don't know. Oh, honestly, even at that viewer count, I mean, they'd probably be higher than me. I mean, that number is just it's a subscriber number. Was Narga in this game? So Narga Kuga was the flagship for Freedom Unite. Top Gifter gave 1,000 subs. Holy crap. Narga's got good weapons in this game. Definitely. It's a bit of a critlet weapon, but crit boost isn't in this game, so it's not like full-on critlet. Channel had 2... Yeah, I mean, it happens. I mean, there's some people that, you know, I mean, they specifically say, like, they don't want to be in Twitch chats that have more than, like, 100 people in it for whatever reason. And, like, I could kind of get it if you're just looking for, like, a cozy atmosphere and, like, have what feels like a one-on-one conversation with someone. I could kind of get that. Do you think you'd be much lower a couple months ago? Well, I mean, it's all relative, right? Everyone else has been earning revenue the past couple months as well. Are you asking me if I feel like I've been in a high peak recently or a low peak? I don't know. It's been fairly consistent, I guess. Does Narga have any bad weapons in any game? I don't know that Narga ever has, like, a useless weapon. But it's not necessarily, like, min-max in every game. Well, so the bounties aren't counted in that second sol as far as anyone can tell. And even then, even if they were, I mean, those are just Twitch bounties. Those aren't even, like, the other sponsored content that you do. You know, streamers actually read chats like that? I think it's kind of... I mean, it can be a challenge sometimes. I mean, basically, you got to pick a comment and read it. And do the best you can with reading that one comment. If it's really going fast, like sometimes you got to scroll up even if you're trying to read something like on a really busy day. Like with new updates and stuff, like sometimes we hit like 1,000 and it's not easy. Like that's got to be a talent. I hope my chat stays at a comfy number, or you feel bad saying it? I mean, it depends on the chat. So like I've been in Like Squilla is a Dark Souls streamer. And he'll have like 800 or 1,000 people at his chat, and it could go really slow sometimes. So it's still very easy for him to follow along if you just like watching his content. I mean, it you know, it depends on the moderation in the streamer too. I mean, if you allow like massive copy paste walls to be pasted constantly and not just when something funny happens, I mean, that's like, you do that. How do I feel about people knowing my earnings? It's not even all of my earnings. I'm not in streamer poverty. Smugfox said I lived on the bottom floor of the Twitch apartment building next to the public bathrooms, and that's not true. Oh, damn it. Pick a Monster Hunter for you to play? Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. It's not fair.
No.
Your earnings are out there? That's what they're talking about. That's why I'm 30. My 3066 isn't how much people watch me. I'm 3066 out of 10,000 in earnings. And everybody's ranked their streamers now. Now they're all referring to them by a number on what their Twitch earnings are. And you're getting bullied. No, I'm not 36 years old. Now we can figure out how much I've contributed to highways. It's not a direct correlation. There's millions of streamers out there. And I'm in the top 3,066 of them. That's not even a real number, Vicisium. That's like, that barely qualifies from all the revenue sources that you get, okay? And even if it were only that number, you know, that's not bad. The number includes, it does not include that. The crazy thing is that from Twitch alone, that's all you get for top 3,000. Now the sponsors know their rating. It's not going to change anything. Shep, can you buy all of his dinner? Why don't you buy me dinner? Apparently I'm poverty streamer. Does that include the cookie gotcha bounty? No. It doesn't. Don't just say that so casually. You should instead say Kanta's very close to Shepard. You should say we're nearly tied. Basically tied. Tied. Shep's almost above. Dude, I want to see the numbers. Hold on. How far, I mean, high rank wise? We're still getting through the low rank urgents in guild. Joka, like, I want to know. I want to, like, if it does get released, I want to see how Twitch breaks it down. I want to see the numbers because they're bad at negotiating. Well, not for us. They screw us. But what are they doing with all that money? Not in security. They're not advertising the website. It's genuinely upsetting on that regard. The Pike, what I've heard, and I haven't gone back to confirm it or anything, is it's subs and ads only. It doesn't include bounties or anything else like that. And like, I don't even run ads, really. We were running ads a little bit. Like sometimes you run 1 minute of ads. When I was doing Monster Hunter speedruns a lot, I would sometimes run ads when I would use the bathroom, and that's pretty much it. Run the moneymaker. Our plan for the top 1,000. Top 100. That's how I get the same day delivery. They're taking all of the Twitch money to fund shipping costs for Amazon. I just tried to run. Did that work? I did see some Twitch clips of a streamer who's like a top 200 streamer, and his chat was like donating him like $3 at a time, being like, I only have $100 remaining this month, but it looks like you need this more than me. That makes me laugh. It's bad, but it makes me laugh. It's pretty funny. I'm sure Amazon, I don't even know what their plan for money is. It's kind of crazy when you really break it down. I mean, Amazon Web Services definitely makes a lot of money, and Twitch is definitely spending a lot of money on Amazon Web Services. So maybe that is the secret. Can I bargain for better splits? I can't talk about that. Let's just say that no matter what your split is, it never aligns with what it should be. Something always seems off. Like with YouTube, I can talk about this because like whatever, I'm not with YouTube anymore. If they said a certain split, you always got that exact split. With Twitch, it always feels like you get less than what you should per sub, and I don't know what's going on there. But it is a little upsetting. You're always getting, with Twitch, you're always getting names. Yeah, you're getting scammed. Like for YouTube, it's public. YouTube says you get 70% of everything that you make. And it's always like to the cent, you know, rounded, whatever. Exactly that. And with Twitch, it's like, I don't know. Whatever the number is, they just like take some random percentage off of what they should be. Yeah, they say it's like transaction and processing fees. I'm like, well, can you break those down? They just can't do it when I ask them. What am I going to do about it? 3066? 3066 can't do anything about it. 3066 isn't anywhere in positions to negotiate with Twitch, unfortunately. Let's grab some bomb materials. Riddlevox! Thank you! Thank you for pushing me ever closer to 3065. 3065, we're coming for your ass! What are the streamers who are not on the list? What are they saying today? Are they mad? That's the hard part. When you look for your streamer and then they're not on the list. I'd be mad. I'd be like, they just forgot me. I'm secretly 2050. I just must have gotten left off the list somehow. Yeah, and Prefix, you know, Dr. Disrespect has gone on the record of saying he makes like basically like 10 to 20% of what he used to make when he was on Twitch. We below 3,000 now? On our way, Cat. Thank you. You started to stream 6 months, 8 years ago. Where are you on the list? Wherever, if your friend donated... Actually, I guess that would have been outside the time frame of it. But if your friend donated like 20,000 subs, you'd probably be on the list. That was aggressive. You know, paintballs do 0 damage. It's interesting that it actually triggers monsters to react like that. You don't think he watched? You don't remember if he successfully went live? You know, if you followed up that post on the r/Twitch Discord and you said, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, that would be like the classic Reddit Twitch post. My friend's not watching and I don't even know if I went live. Why am I not making those Twitch bucks? Reddit? Oh my god. How am I getting dominated by a Rathian? What is going on? $30.67. Was it $30.67 or $30.65 the Trackmania guy? No joke, Nordicus. There was a guy on YouTube that got like really mad at me one day. He was a streamer on YouTube and he thought I was stealing all of his viewers by just streaming. By just existing. I was like, how am I supposed to stream Monster Hunter if you stream Monster Hunter? That guy was cool. He went on to stream Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and I actually think he did okay streaming that game, so gotta say I'm happy. Eric, streamer number 3066, it's my turn to stream Monster Hunter. Can you get off of Twitch, please? I haven't switched my Discord tag to 3066. How many times can you switch that number, by the way? This will hit. Oh, it did. I mean, there's plenty of, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I say it all the time, like, there's plenty of room for people to stream all sorts of things on this platform. Like, there's literally billions of people on this planet, so. As long as you're creating unique entertainment, probably going to be okay. As long as you put any sort of production quality in. We're in high rank guild. We're in low rank guild. Rathian's at the end of low rank in this game. Isn't that weird? I feel like she's been demoted throughout the series. Like, they constantly drop her down, but she's basically equivalent of Rathalos. Well, Narga just gets done, like, the absolute dirtiest. Please, like, step closer. Is your armor high rank? It is high rank, but apparently the way Freedom Unite calculates defense, it takes a lot of armor to start mitigating any sort of damage you get. It's just the way the defense formula works. I think it's interesting that I'm only a little bit lower than somebody hitting a good 2,000 to 3,000 concurrent viewers. I think so. Like, I don't want to accuse anyone of anything, but if you have like 3, 4, 5 times the amount of viewers that I have, and you're earning the similar amount, like what? Like where are those viewers? Like, are you embedded on a website? Like, that's my only assumption, is like, you must be embedded somewhere. I'm not saying you're view botting. But there's another famous website out there that infamously has like a pixel on every page that loads up their Twitch stream. They got big a year ago on YouTube? Oh, well, then maybe, you know, maybe it's just a matter of time. I mean, those numbers go back to 2019, I think. Does anyone know the user ID of me? I don't have a user ID. I'm only 3066. Could be they don't add us as much as I do. I don't run ads. We were running a minute of ads an hour as a test for a while, and I stopped that. Hope it reaches into the 2000s. Thank you. Oh no. You know, maybe they stream a lot less. You know, some people only stream a couple hours a week. And somehow they do okay anyways. You know, their YouTube game might be really strong, or their Twitter game might be really strong, so they get a really big audience when they do stream. You know, you never know. There's a lot of things that go into being 3066. There's a lot of things that go into being in the actual top 3,000. Oh, yeah. I mean, most people are like that, Incognito Man. Like, most people obviously just stream as a hobby. Like, they're not actually doing it full time. And that's fine. And some people even end up making partner that way. And maybe making some money off of it. But most people don't want to take it seriously. And honestly, if anything, this leak, I think, will probably get a lot of people to be like, I'm not going to drop $5,000 and try to make it Twitch, you know, wealthy. Because it just shows how hard it is, like, from a numbers game perspective, assuming, you know, you got to make it to the top 3,066 to even have, like, a livable wage. It probably seems kind of scary. You felt bad when you're streaming a reversing session. They said, this looks boring. How can you do this? Some people would find it very interesting. Yeah, so the way armor works in this game is I think for every 180 defense you have, you reduce the damage by an additional 50% of what it was relative to 100%. So it goes like 50, 75, 87.5. So on and so forth, I think. It's either 180 or 160. No matter what number you are, you're somebody's favorite. I'm also equally funding the same 20, but this is not going to become a highway stream. Silverio, hello. No. No! Alright, it's a Shengaoren. Okay. But in this game, Ezekiel, I think in Unite specifically, it's actually 160, not 80. For whatever reason. But Monster's damage scales up quite a bit slower. How many times have I said 3066 today? We're working on a 3066 time. Shuffle. I don't know. I mean, I get the sense that Twitch is mostly people between the ages of 20 and 30 for the most part. Like, most people, I mean, sometimes you get some people in high school that are obvious in high school. Rarely, but especially if you're streaming Monkey Game, you'll get people that are clearly, like, probably in middle school, if not younger. But it's, I mean, yeah, it depends on the streamer. It's mostly, you know, younger 20s, maybe mid 30s. You refreshed and got a pre-roll? What is this? I can't turn off pre-rolls unless I run ads. And if I run ads, people are like, ooh, ads. What is Monkey Game? Bloons Tower Defense 6? Hello? Yeah, I don't think most kids are going to be like, wow, Monster Hunter Freedom Unite, my favorite game. Is ads for Norton 360s for gamers? Without going into details, Incognito Man, I worked with them, and they were definitely one of the stranger, if not the strangest companies I've worked with. You know a streamer that runs ads every 30 minutes to avoid pre-rolls? That just feels like a lot to schedule. I mean, it's true, like, most people will sit through 90 seconds of ads if you say you're going to do it, but I just feel like it would disrupt the stream a lot. Why am I playing such an ugly and old game? There's a lot of people watching Super Mario Brothers right now. How much does Raid offer me? It's been a long time since I did Raid. I did Raid once. At the time, they were paying more than anyone else has ever offered me. But honestly, even then, I wouldn't... legitimately, honestly, would not do it again. No disrespect to Raid. I mean, they were okay to work with, but their ultimate conditions aren't the sort of thing that I want to do on a regular basis. So. Not enough is the correct answer. Not enough for what they want. Run ads when you cart? That would maybe get people to cheer for me not to die. Butts, just so you want to know, the talent group acts as a shield and says if at any point you're hard up for money and you want a raid bounty, just let us know. Yeah, Shen can be difficult. Hope I'm having a good evening. I'm doing all right, Somnus. So basically anytime you want to get yourself a raid bounty, just let them know. They'll take care of you. Still enjoying the challenge? I mean, this is a new one. This is the all monster challenge. This isn't the... Yeah, items do we have? Yeah. So. I mean, if you're asking me if I still enjoy playing Monster Hunter, the answer is yes. My favorite top 4... You can't say that. I'm basically top 3,000. What's your plan for this challenge? Killing all the monsters. Working on it. I mean, like the previous challenge, Freedom Unite is going to be among the most challenging. Not kill Chaos? We actually killed Chaos in a stream last week. I like that game. We're going to play it when it comes out. What's the plan for Crimson Fatalis? We're going to unlock high rank Fatalis, and then we're going to beat him. And then that unlocks Crimson. We're probably going to fight the event high rank White Fatalis. He's only got 9,000 life. Only 9,000. Is this the only transition 830-66 streamer can afford? Yes. Yes, that's the only one that we had the budget for. You got a problem with that? Strangers in Paradise, Cold Advert? It's that game everybody was memeing on. I liked it, though. This this is the camera work you get from a 3066 streamer. Limp Bizkit, yeah. I'm gonna play Chaos in Japanese. If it's true, like Noxella said, and they really have like removed Chaos from a lot of the English voice acting, I think we might have to switch to Japanese. This is actually, honestly, I still prefer this to Lao. No more Chaos? They removed a lot of the Chaos voice lines from English. I think they took the jokes that were on Twitter too seriously. But then again, they put like Limp Bizkit or something in the game, so. Chaos in Final Fantasy? Just the guy, you know, Jack or whatever, constantly saying stuff like, we have to kill Chaos. I'm here to kill Chaos. Where's Chaos? You know, stuff like that. I mean, and it was fun. Like, it was a little bit of a meme, but the game was good. I think Chaos, isn't it technically coming out next year? Isn't it coming out in March? Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. By then, we should be, like, finishing up with Rise for PC. I mean, I don't know. Maybe, is it ambitious of me to even think that Rise for PC is going to last until March? January to March? I don't know. Rise should last a month. I think 4 weeks is a reasonable assumption. I don't know. I mean, you never know. Can you imagine playing a month of Rise? I like the game. Maybe if there's mods that change how things play out. A month to farm mats for decos. Might want to have all your Rampage weapons forged before Master Rank. I mean, certainly, you know, Rampage weapons offer a lot of flexibility for Master Rank. So what, have five Rampage weapons made for every class? Speedruns or challenge runs? The issue is like the village speedrun is like the most boring thing imaginable. It's not really entertaining. Nothing really hurts you. Yeah, that's true. Money needed for G rank is going to be pretty brutal. So I think his secret spot actually takes more damage than his head does. Good speedrun because it's eyes only. It's just boring though. I mean, it sounds fun. You hope Rise runs on your laptop? Can you run Resident Evil 2 or Resident Evil 3? If you could run Resident Evil 2 or Resident Evil 3, you should be fine. It's true. Demo's coming out next week, right? Isn't it Wednesday next week? What's his secret spot? In between his shell and his body? Right there. Is there a, just check. I mean, see if there's like a demo for RE2 or RE3 you can get. Sometimes they release those, like Capcom's sometimes okay with that. And if they run fine, you should be fine. Hell, I think technically RE7. Or I guess RE8, The Village. I mean, all of those, they run on the same engine. And, like, you've seen Rise, like, it is not a graphically demanding game. It's running on the Switch. I'm using all weapons in this file. I'm not limiting myself necessarily, but I'm trying to stay away from ranged weapons. Ranged weapons just make it so easy in this game. Like, if you make the Blagong a light bowgun, it's like, easy, GG. That's what I did last playthrough when I was doing all credits, and I'm just like, wow, this is easy. That's true. RE7 had to run through the cloud, so even if you can't run RE7, there's a good chance you'll be able to run the Rise game. Well, in any case, that's right. You'll have the Rise demo to try next week, so you'll know for sure whether it'll run or not. Will I kill Abyssal Laggy? He is on the list. Have you considered doing the Not Your Granny % challenge? What is that? Is that Village %? I have seen some categories that just haven't been done, presumably because the time commitment is so high. Like, it would be like nearly a 24-hour stream, but it'd be interesting to do like all the way through a camp tour in the village. Oh, something like that is interesting, Captain. Yeah. Yeah, that's the one thing that puts me off of like trying a route for 3 Ultimate, because like you look at the speed run, and the one in #1 is like trap and bomb spam, which is like, I'm not disrespecting somebody doing trap and bomb spam, but it's not, something like that doesn't interest me, you know? Like, obviously the routing takes a lot of work and a lot of time and a lot of planning, but visually, I don't think it's quite as impressive as using a melee weapon. Is he trying to attack me? If anything, I'm thinking of getting a retro tank cat, hooking up my PlayStation 2 and giving the Monster Hunter 1 speedrun an attempt. Do you know if you load off the hard drive, is that allowed for like actual console runs, or is that like a different category? I don't know if I don't know if you're involved with the Monster Hunter 1 board at all, or the DOS board at all. I'm gonna speedrun GU to get the G rank quicker. I'm not putting any effort into GU other than what is necessary of me. This is Shen Gaoren. I mean, I guess I have a lot of questions. I should probably just like message the people in charge of those boards for like what the rules are in terms of like, you know, real hardware off a disk emulated, like what's allowed. Like in general, personally, like I'm against emulation, but like if the board is cool with it, then I mean, obviously I don't have any issue with it personally. I'm bouncing? I don't care. I think what I saw was like a 7 or an 8 hour run on Monster Hunter 1, and I feel like I could beat that. Is this Freedom Unite? It is. I mean, like, here's the thing. We're gonna get to a day where, like, you know, it'll have been 20 to 30 to 40 years since, like, a PlayStation 2 was released. You know? Like, obviously, playing on real hardware... Obviously, playing on real hardware is the best way to go, but, like, it's obviously, like, it's just not possible in a lot of situations. Big words for a sub 3,000 streamer? Excuse me. Sorry. It's basically top 3,000. Thank you. Yeah, and that's another good point too. So even in the case that you've got hardware that's somehow working, like, you know, like, can you even still buy like a replacement, you know, DVD laser, you know, for your console, like when it dies? You know, there's a lot of things that like I could definitely understand. If you get to the point with emulation-wise, you know, people are like, hey, you have to run it at this, you know, this game with this settings in order to be fair. And that's it. I mean, it's really just, you know, I wouldn't ever want to run a category in a way that would be giving me an unfair advantage over other people. Like, say, like, the world record holder had gotten their record on a base PlayStation 2 on just a disc, you know? Like, they're obviously running it in the hardest circumstances possible from, like, a gameplay perspective and a loading time perspective. And so you don't, you know, you want to make sure that whatever you're doing is in line with that. Thank you, Walter. I love you, too. You're worried about the SCART plug? There's actually a good number of SCART to HDMI converters out there nowadays, Goose Moisture. How'd they do it for World? Well, PC had its own category. PC and consoles were split. That being said, like the Xbox One X did have slightly, and I really mean it, slightly better loading times than a base PlayStation 4, but they never got split into different categories. S-Video, I mean, there's S-Video to HDMI adapters as well, but at that point, you're looking at getting something like a RetroTink. You know, you need like a more expensive solution. Because the issue is like when you're up converting either 240p or especially 480i signals, there's a lot that goes into that. You know, analog to digital, like, you know, if you're looking for like good image quality as well as like fast response time, like that's not easy to do necessarily. You know, I've got a nice, well, pretty okay CRT TV downstairs in my basement that takes component as well as S-Video that is really nice for older games, but it only goes up to 480i. Probably the best looking thing I've seen, the Mr. FPGA project, if anyone hasn't seen it. If you're really into old games and you want something that's like a step above emulation, in the sense that, like, you know, the hardware itself is being essentially recreated through, I don't even know, magic. It's a cool little device to look into. We're gonna see the squid fella, and we're looking forward to it too. mean, another thing for me, Hubert, like, so you're saying like play games that will never be released again. Like, if there's ever any way possible to be able to acquire a game through a storefront, I feel like people really should take all efforts to make sure that they've acquired it that way. But at the same time, like, game preservation is bad. I mean, even somewhat recently released games in the last 10 to 15 years, companies sometimes just like get rid of the source code. Or even if they have the source code, they don't have anybody that works for them anymore that remembers how the source code works. But I think about this type of fight when I did the first one back then, I probably thought it was cool. Nowadays, I don't necessarily like them. I'm not sure that I really like as much. But yeah, like, you look at like Kingdom Hearts and all the, even like, it's like even Kingdom Hearts, even a series as massive as Kingdom Hearts, created by a company as large and, I would say relatively decent as Square Enix. Like, they had a hard time with those HD ports because, like, they were just missing stuff. I was part of the 1%, but you didn't know I was loaded? I'm 3066, bud, okay? Don't get carried away. Thank you. Only 3066. So for me, like, it's a passionate thing. So the two things that I care maybe the most about, and I should probably like do more charity streams for them, is like accessibility for games. It's like Able Gamers and stuff like that does work with Microsoft and other companies to create like accessible controllers for people to actually be able to play video games. I think that's a really big deal because I think gaming is fun. People shouldn't be excluded from being able to play them. But then too, like, gaming preservation. So making sure that we've got, good, accurate backups of video games for the future. But I hear about the Kingdom Hearts game coming to Switch via cloud streaming. Like, I don't understand the point of that. Like, I guess if the only console you own is a Switch, and you want to play a game portably at home, it's kind of okay, but I can't imagine it's going to be good. 1% complaining I'm not 0.1%? Dude, Metal Vines, people were bullying me earlier. Is Thrustmaster 3 stick accessibility? It kind of is. Test it on? Yeah, how about that? Using it right now. Thrustmaster sponsored stream this Friday, by the way. Have you tried 3 analog sticks? It doesn't. The triple analog gets a little confused. Thrustmaster's the only company that lets use 3D pads. It's true. Well, I'm pretty sure he's dead. I mean, essentially dead. We gotta be careful we don't actually, like, flinch lock him out of being able to go into Area 5. You break its carapace like the other crabs? You can mess up the skull on the back. Yeah, you want me to try? It's be a lot of bouncing. I mean, I don't think we're going to fail the quest at this point, so... Whose skull is he wearing in his back? I think that's a Lao skull. I think there's another break after this one. I think there's 2 breaks. Yeah, we already broke off part of the skull. You can see his chin is already broken, but I think it breaks again. Hitting the inside also contributes to the skull break? I've been messing that up. I've hit the inside a ton. Usually if you're playing online and you're just trying to get through them as quickly as possible, a bunch of people roll up with pierce shots and it ends up getting destroyed just because like they just like, you know, unleash massive amounts of pierce through it. You been inside the skull's mouth yet? You know what? If I was paying attention, there might have been a spot right here to jump in it, but maybe when he gets up to Area 5, we can try and jump in. Certainly with pierce guns, you could kill him when he's out of bounds, yeah? I don't even know how you'd manage your ammo, though. Like, I'd be concerned doing this with gunning, at least solo, that I would run out of ammo. Well, I will say this. I much prefer fighting him than I prefer fighting Lao. Lao is just miserable. This one's kind of fun. Like, even when he's just walking, like, the act of him moving his legs is something that you have to kind of think about. You know, for, like, a castle, the fact that they let just Io Praise hang out in 6 is kind of, like, unacceptable. Like, somebody should be in charge of, like, keeping them away. Yeah, Garen does something. He's already here. Fun fact about bouncing. You deal full damage to whatever the hit zone is, but you do double your sharpness per hit. Yep. Now, obviously, if you're bouncing on something, it probably doesn't take a lot of damage in the first place. But in some cases, you're able to attack really quickly. That is more than double? I'm pretty sure it's double, but I want to test it and prove me wrong and say it was triple. Wouldn't doubt you. Let's walk around. Maybe we got the full break. Shelling sharpness is yeah, different. I'm waiting for him to turn his shell around before I use the Dragonator and Ballista shots. Well, sorry. I killed him. I don't think we got the shell break. I don't know if he would have even lived through the shell break, but I tried. So, second Sol, I was thinking about putting together a set for White Fatalis that was going to be like shelling heavy. So, I think I need, maybe I'll need like Razor Sharp. At the very least, I'd need like Speed Sharpener, Gunnery King, maybe Guard 1? I don't really know. I never really thought the Unite Fatalis as much. Yeah, so Sharp Sword is better than 50% then, right? I mean, it does 50 damage per shot, and I think somebody said Big Daddy has 9,000 life? It's 9,000 divided by 53. So if you only did shelling, that's like 170 shots? Say you had the capacity charm. It's 56 clips? That's like a full shell a little bit more than once a minute. I feel like that's possible. Clips, magazine, whatever it is. We're in high rank now. Should make the power turn. Ribbon fires a lot too. I think it's like, if you're comparing it to wide, game, hello. Oh, I pushed the wrong button. Oh no. Hello? Okay. That was mad. It got mad. I think Wyvern Fire is like the equivalent of like 4 shots at once. So definitely worth the time. 36. That wouldn't happen on a top 2000 streamer. A top 2000 streamer would never make that sort of goof. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for not being better. You're still learning, it's okay. Been doing it for 3 years. 3 years and almost top 3,000. Someday. I think White Fatalis actually takes 10% damage from fire, which isn't much, but maybe enough to actually matter for Wyvern Fire. Like, you might actually get an extra 2 or 3 damage per shot from it, which, I mean, would add up. What happens if you get your charm stolen? Deal with it, I guess. Does anyone in chat know if New World is any good? If you have people you know you can play with that are playing and enjoying the game, it'll be a lot of fun. If you plan to go in solo and make it alone solo, I don't think you're going to have a very good time. Hope I'm having a nice day. We're having a very eventful day, Hercules. I think the only computers it's frying are the computers that have, like, graphics cards that don't have good limiters on them or good power supplies on them. That being said, maybe don't risk it. Thank you for all the wonderful content you make. Thank you for enjoying said content. You're very welcome. I heard the server capacity was dropped, actually, yeah. Now that you mention it. Is the Twitch leak getting to me in chat? I'm proud of my number. I'm not ashamed. It's a respectable number. At least I'm on the list. I could not be on the list. And that would be upsetting. When's the 2-year badge? We're going to get one eventually. You don't know what your number is because you don't stream? Well, then you don't have a number. Yeah. What's more important is how you use the number. It's not what the number is. Would be the most upsetting but plausible number, like 8,000. I'm not disrespecting 8,000 streamers. But that would be upsetting. If you're not on the list at all, you could make the argument that, like, maybe you just got left off the list. Boost me to the top 2,000? Please don't use Twitch boosts. Can't believe I lied to you about making money. When did I lie? I've always said. What did I lie about? I never squeeze you guys. I make you guys stick around when I do bounties. Is there a website with a list already? Maybe. Don't post it, anyone. You'll get banned. Being the one guy who's won from the top 10,000 must be frustrating. No, like I said, you could just say, oh, they must have left me off the list. Oh, you thought this was for fun? Well, I do say all the time that, like, you should probably enjoy streaming and not do it for the money. Which I think is... I mean, as a 3066 streamer, I mean, you're clearly not doing it for the money. Clearly you're not doing it to afford your Tesla. So, Swine Gamer, I've said before, like, if you would have, I mean, it is true. If you have a very engaged, aka generous chat, like, you could probably make it at, like, even 100 to 150 viewers. I mean, depending on what your life circumstances are, like what country you're in. I don't know. That's just my opinion. You know, for some reason, like, I love Devin Nash. I think he makes a lot of great videos. Devin Nash seems to think that you can only make it on Twitch if you've got, like, consistently over 1,000 viewers, and that's just not true. I mean, that being said, you know, between 100 and 150 viewers, that may be enough to get started. That's probably not what you'd want to stay at forever. But then again, presumably, you know, if you're going full-time, you'd grow as time would go on. Just have some oil barons? I mean, they do exist. I mean, some people have a truly mind-boggling amount of disposable income. And they don't mind supporting a unique stream of content, but... Bravo, hello! No, this is 30 FPS. The only thing that I have enabled here at Beatrix is PPSPP is set to duplicate 30 FPS frames. So it's rendering and creating 30 frames per second, but it is outputting 60 FPS in a way. But it's just showing each frame twice. So it might make it look a little bit smoother. 30, 60, 60. Seen 180 viewer, get a $800 donation once? Yeah, I mean, you know, you look at those numbers on Twitch, whatever the leak is, and like, it's only reflecting of, you know, at best, half of what streamers are making, if not 3 to 4 times more, what they'd be making from that. If we have our Amazon accounts linked to our Twitch, do we need to change those passwords too? Probably not, unless it's the same password, but, you know, if you want to be safe. I mean, streaming is still, like, a really, really, really new thing, and, like, a really, really new type of media for people to watch. Like, who knows what it's going to look like in 5 or 10 years from now. All you have to do is find the right I don't know. I don't think it's a very good life decision to rely on one person to donate large portions of money to you to keep you around. You know, at that point, just ask to, like, move into their basement and play video games for them. Well, here's the thing that I'll say, Vomnus. If you have a lot of viewers, and assuming like they're real and not like, you know, quasi view-botted numbers because you're embedded on a website, you shouldn't have any income issues because you can do sponsorships that pay you based on your average viewership. If you're a smaller streamer and you're trying to go full-time, then you are quite a bit more reliant on, you know, viewer generosity and stuff like that to make ends meet. Yeah, you'd still get bounties and stuff like that, but, you know, those are, you know, you can't those aren't guaranteed, like, and they're also somewhat seasonal as well. But if you've got somebody over 1,000 viewers and they're like begging for subs, like, eat them. Eat their flesh. Pin them to the ground and chew their faces off. How do you get feline armor? It's cosmetic. Dennis Panji. You can change it in the kitchen. Streamers are just people and some can't handle money at all. That's fair. There's like a top 100 streamer that was saying, like, he was complaining that his income has dropped by 10 times from where he was like a year ago. And it's like, brother, you had the luxury to have your income drop 10 times and you're still fine. Like, what are you talking about? But yeah, there's some very large, very prominent streamers. I won't say who, but look like they got hit by the money card real hard and partied themselves like 20 years into the future. It's like, yikes! What did you do to your face? I won't say who. Oh, Gendro. Some of you know. Some of you have seen that comparison. Gendro, let's see. We missing any here? Nope. What about these? Definitely killed Cianatar. Definitely killed a Netkonga. Killed a Gunpowder. Oh, Lao? Yeah, Lao died. You're right. Even small monsters on the list? Being thorough. Did your wife ask who number 1 was and what they were making? No, she did not ask. She said, quote, wow, that really cool. Mm-hmm. That's right. Jen said that really cool to number 3066. You're welcome. After you lied. I did not lie. I said I was 3,000. I rounded, okay?
You.
So, yeah, I'm lucky. Maybe you should feel bad, but you're having fun comparing Twitch power levels? Suddenly Snakes, thank you very much. Don't feel bad, Albino Donkey. Literally everyone is doing that. Literally everyone is comparing streamer power levels. How do you feel about your streamer? 2 years of labor? 3 years, thank you.
Goose Moisture just
Goose Moisture, thank you too. Hey, 3066 out of literally millions. Thank you very much. Millions. Lysan Susis, hello. You thought we'd be a little bit closer to Jorbs? Jorbs is like hitting crazy numbers most of the time now, Albino Donkey. Like he's hitting like over 1,000 regularly. It's not 2066, it's 3066. You can't just give me an extra 1,000. Couldn't even be 3069. I'm proud of my number. Compared to how much Jorbs, how many people watch Jorbs on a regular basis, we're doing okay. We can if we boost me, please do not pay to boost me. An extra 1,000 because of the pecs. Do you think if I dedicate all of my free time to increasing my physical appearance, that it will actually dramatically bring me up the Twitch starts? I promise you, Hercules, Jorbs is just going to be extremely annoyed by all of this information being out there. He's just going to be incredibly annoyed. I love Jorbs so much. All I need is a hot tub. Maybe this summer if you're lucky. It's a hard maybe. I gotta talk to my agent about it. My favorite part is Soda Poppin' being like 42 or something like that, and everybody calling him poor and broke. That makes me laugh. Ah, too early again. I saw a comment that said Soda Poppin's so poor he needs to use the promo codes himself, which is great. Woo! I could stream in the beauty category? Is that a category? That is the most vain thing I have ever heard in my life. No way that's real. Where's all my money? I'm poor in this game, guys. Broke, when you see the list, nobody, don't post the list. Transcendent, be careful. That could be a TOS thing. I'm chill about it. I mean, I enjoy what I'm doing, Fire Cannon. So it's hard to get that upset when you're enjoying what you're doing. Soda's so broke, he rents his house to other streamers. No, you don't have to apologize. I just don't want you or anyone else to get in trouble for posting something that's going to be like TOS. You can look for it. It's out there. Private info is TOS? It would be a bad idea. Like, obviously, like, everybody's talking about it today, but I wouldn't directly link or anything like that to the lists or anything like that. I could easily see somebody getting in trouble for doing that. Do I even care about bringing sonic bombs? I don't think so. Dude, weren't people like completely naked doing body paint streams at one point on this website? I'm not allowed to do that? What if I had like a green Speedo on that was chroma keyed out? Would that be okay? I've always wondered that. How else are you supposed to paint it? You're right. Like, you're gonna have like a latex bodysuit on and paint that. It's true. The green nipple tape. Paint butthole. I'm sure Twitch would love that. Hey, Hermitar. I love this monster. The animations in this game are still so good. I mean, that guy, like, again, like, that's not the amount of money streamers are making. That is 1% of what they're making. Depending on the streamer, I mean, that could be anywhere between, like, I'd say at worst, like, 60%, and at best, like, that could be like 20 to 30%. I know one streamer was saying they make more off their OnlyFans in a month than what they make off of Twitch in a year. So, I guess keep that in mind. Think they'll bring back the running animation from the older games? Probably not. What I'm saying is I'm incredibly wealthy. I don't consider myself incredibly wealthy. I consider myself financially secure. I've always told you guys that. That's why I don't beg you guys for money. It's why I'm always like begging you guys for subs, because I feel like it's irresponsible. And I say all the time, like, I want to get money from the companies that can just give it to me. I'm a 3066 streamer, okay? I'm not, you know, I'm not top 100. PD Master, thank you. Would your wife be against me making an OnlyFans? I guess it would depend on how lewd it was. What I'm saying is I was 3067, you'd be begging for money. I'm saying is if I ever got to the point where I'd need to beg for money, I'd probably get, like, a real job. And I would keep doing this just on the side. If you sub, wet dogs are great. That's enough. Thank you. I appreciate it. Subs are great. But, like, I don't want to put anyone, I want to put myself out more than the 5 to, like, if they really want to go crazy, $25 if they want to be in the Omega Gaper Club. The only thing that concerns me is if they, like, end up, like, having, like, personal info on people. Because somebody's going to come to my house asking to see my hole. And I'm not going to like that. I'm the only streamer you've subbed to this long, though? Well, thank you. I'm glad I'm doing something right. Am I 66% of the way through your 30s? What do you know? Good, yeah. I'm not coming to America for whole? Maybe you won't. But, like, if somebody checked the list and I'm, like, 30 minutes away from them, like, they might show up. Didn't I have a bunch of guys in my hole some time ago? It was, like, 2 years ago, yeah. I had a bunch of guys in my hole. Oh, God. What? The hell? I've ever had somebody recognize me going out. Only at conventions. One time, I went to the post office, and I was having a conversation with a guy at the post office. And it came up, like, I told him, like, I was a streamer. He seemed like a nice guy. We're having a good conversation. And he's like, oh, I'm a streamer too. I said, oh, that's cool. He said, yeah, I have 30,000 subscribers. He said, wow, on YouTube? That's really great. He says, no, I have 30,000 subscribers on Twitch. And I was like, what? He said, yeah, I play with Tim the Tatman all the time. And I was like, oh, what's your channel? That's cool. That's cool. That's crazy. And he's like, I'll send it to you through Discord. And I said, oh, all right, cool. Here's my info. And then he never got back to me. And then like 2 months later, he's like, I made a new Twitch account. I shut down my old Twitch account. I'm starting from scratch. And it was like, he had like 3 followers. Godmuse, hello. Like, why would you just lie to someone like that? Why would you just, why wouldn't you just say, oh, I stream for a hobby, I think it's fun? Why would you be like, oh, actually I have 30,000 subscribers on Twitch and I stream with Tim the Tatman. I just happen to work at the post office. I just don't get it. Well, I mean, you know, I forget it was like I had my business card or something. My business card like had the amount of subscribers I had on YouTube, which is like 30,000. Which isn't, you know, it's definitely like a small YouTube channel. But it's a, you know, it's a moderate size. And he saw that, and I think he was like, oh, I'll say I have the same number of subscribers, but instead I'll say I have them on Twitch. And not even followers, subscribers. You mean to tell me you're making whatever $75,000 a month off of sub revenue? And you just happen to work at the post office 40 hours a week? Is this some weird hobby to you? Is this like a sex thing? Keeps them humble. Keep yourself grounded, right? Don't forget where you came from. No, I mean, here's the thing. It's like, post office, at least in the United States, guys, for people that are from the EU and otherwise, like the post office is like a nice place to work in the US. You know, a good union, good benefits, really good salary. Like if you don't have a college education, especially, post office is one of the few places you can get in and like kind of get ahead and like do okay. Not amazing. Like you're not going to be making like the really big bucks, but like you'll be okay. Is this double cross? This is Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. Godmuse. Have I ever tried to big league someone? No. 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 The closest I've ever come to big league someone, Overlord Dean, was at PAX East 2019 when I went to the Dauntless booth and I was introducing myself. But I was just going by like the actual numbers and I was just trying to explain who I was and why I wanted to go to the Dauntless party. And I wasn't like flaunting it. I was just like, yeah, I've got like 30,000, 35,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is like not a tiny number. Like, it's an okay number. It's not nothing. NA champion in a Monster Hunter game, 2018. That's something. Surprised I have so few subs on YouTube. I just don't put the effort in. It's not because it's bad content. I just don't put up stuff there enough, and that's fine. That's my fault. I take full responsibility for that. I have no idea what Monster Hunter is, and I have no idea who you are. Not knowing who I am is fine. That's why I'm there. Where's Samban? He posted the other day in the Discord. I think he just posted Shep Thrust and then he left. But they feel stupid not for letting 3066 in. I mean, if I don't get an early copy of Rise, I will stream Dauntless. So upsetting. Early copy of Rise on PC. Sunbreak. If you earn as much as the top earners, what do you do with your life? I mean, these are people that, for the most part, got to where they were by playing video games 40 plus hours a week. They probably just keep playing video games. I mean, hopefully they're saving money. This is high rank Fume. This is high rank guild. Some of the music has been remixed, Q-Boy. I mean, I was making fun of the guy that was said like he's making 10 times less what he was making a year ago, but there could be some volatility to streaming. You don't know how long it's going to last. I mean, Twitch could be like, due to this leak, we're shutting the website down. What do you do then? You know, I mean, yeah, you could switch back over to YouTube or Facebook, or I guess that's it. But there's no guarantee that it's ever gonna exist forever. So, yeah, you have to have some consideration. Switch to Facebook gaming. It would be a really, it would actually be a harder decision than you'd think between Facebook and YouTube. I hate Facebook. I hate it to my core. But if it was like a matter of like living, like my, you know, the best website or whatever would matter a little bit. I feel like based on what they've done recently, I have a little bit more faith in YouTube. I mean, it could just be that, you know, Amazon deems Twitch is too much of a brand risk. Facebook gaming is mostly GTA mods and Warzone? I mean, I'm not, you know, just because that's all they are now. I mean, you could say YouTube is mostly VTubers and nothing else. I mean, that doesn't mean that it can't be more in the future. The one thing that I really like about YouTube is that as a viewer and a bit as a streamer, the actual stream quality is so good. It's so nice. You know, I could stream at 10, 11, 12 megabits a second. You know, you guys, you still get the same quality options that you have on Twitch. You could pause the stream. You could rewind the stream. I mean, it's actually really, really good. It's really good. For a long time, the only thing that was bad was like no better Twitch TV support, but that's different now. You know, and Twitch doesn't seem to have any real desire, from what I could tell, to ever increase itself out of 6,000 megabits or whatever it is. Kilobits or whatever. YouTube live streams tend to buffer a lot. I never really got that complaint, S7 boy, but, you know, I'll take your... You know, I mean, I'll say it's definitely possible. But at the same time, I have people all the time that say Twitch is constantly buffering for them and having issues. Like, for a while, we had a lot of complaints from people being like, yeah, your stream is scuffed. And, like, I don't see any issue on my hand ever, so, like, I have to just assume it's a Twitch server tweaking out somewhere. Streams are saved on Twitch, but, like, they get deleted after 2 months if you don't back them up. So, I mean, really, the only issue with YouTube is just discoverability, which is admittedly terrible. Someday, maybe. We'll see. You know, nothing's ever clad in stone. But I don't necessarily feel any major obligation or requirement to stay with Twitch. Like, I don't like, oh, I bleed purple. Like, maybe I would feel more loyalty if they didn't, like, I don't know, leave hard drives labeled entire Twitch database, please do not steal, out in, like, the lunchroom. I don't even know, Hugh Boy. You're a Korean Mod Center streamer? Nice to meet you. Annyeonghaseyo. Nice to meet you as well. You'd think, I mean, they're supposed to be protected by Amazon Web Services, right? Was left in the parking lot. Somebody accidentally brought it to the White Hat hacking conference. Korean pronunciation as good as Chinese? I tried. I don't have any. They found the top 30,000 Monster Hunter streamer. That's me. I'm gonna hit the leg. Oh, actually, I just hit Texas. Dude, HRK, I promise you I would be a better actor in Squid Game than the English-speaking voice actors that were in it. It was so bad, I almost had to stop watching it. Like, I was enjoying that show. I did finish it, but that was miserable. When is all credits coming to YouTube? I gotta get the Getting High in Master Rank challenge up there first. I'm supposed to take a week off at some point, or at least a couple days off just to edit. I'll do that at some point. Squid Game, a Splatoon series? No. Bezos leaked it? I mean, I'm sure Bezos' yearly income is more than all Twitch streamers combined, so. It sounded like they just found, like, I don't know, just a bunch of dudes in, like, a foreigner bar in Korea, and they're like, hey, do you guys want to be in a movie? When is the Getting High in a Master Rank challenge coming to YouTube? Soon. It's gonna happen. He's dead. His monthly income is more than all Twitch combined for an entire year. All right, that's fair. I gotta download it and edit it. The English version is 10 times better than the French one? Well, I was watching it in Korean, but then when, like, the English voice acting guys come in, like, They're talking in English and it's really bad. Mr. 3066 is too busy for YouTube and badges? Fire Cannon gets it. Alright? I have a very busy lifestyle. It's not easy to get to all those other things, okay? I have all the charity events. So, Godmuse, the Korean language, was very good. The English voice actors in Squid Game was really bad. It was like episode 5 or episode 6. Those guys. The Korean voice actors were great. The that one main female actress, she's actually a fashion model. I thought she was a great actress though. The English was made intentionally scuffed. It was so bad though. It was so bad. How could you? I mean, if it was meant to sound bad, they nailed it. They nailed it. They made it sound so authentically bad. Oops. I just ran into that. Hey, I think this is our first blue Yan Kutku. I mean, in a way, Jeremy, I guess. If it was meant to sound bad, then, they did it. He was about to spin, but we flinched him. He's got a lot more life than normal country. I'm looking pretty cool. Thank you, Wet Dogs are great. Oh, it actually released Fire Cannon? Let me know what you think about it. Oops. No. Keep waiting for his ears to go down. I don't want to go down. May I ask why I'm called 3066? There was a Twitch leak today, and it ranks the streamers by how popular they are. Well, how much money they made. And I'm number 3066. I don't know that it's the same as popularity, but I mean you can rate it however you want. But there was a leak. What do you want me to say? What's the answer? 3066, not out of 10,000, out of millions. My 3066 streamer can't possibly be this popular. What do you mean by that? Huh? Like I should be more popular? What do you mean by that? Millions of streamers. I'm not bragging about my wealth and popularity again. You wish. Huh? Maybe if you suck my big toe, you could be 30,066. What do you think about that, Arasil? Huh? I'll rub some of my 3066 off on you. I'll consider it. I bet you would. You'd lap it up. You didn't tell Jen I was 3066? I told her I was 3,000, which is close enough. You bought my house. Run an ad. Hold on. I think I gotta put blue Cuckoo on here. I pushed the button's not working. I think, you know why it's not working? Is I think I need to re-log in. Because I changed my Twitch password. Who's 3065? Somebody in chat knows. Somebody looked up 3065 and 3067. When's the next shill stream? Friday, actually. Thrustmaster. Did I round up my height and other numbers for her? You can round up, what, 6.1 up to 12 inches, right? A foot. Run an ad, cool down to 30 minutes so I don't lose my home. Why is everybody acting like every streamer's broke? Huh? I'm not broke. 3065? I mean, if you don't count Doc's channel, I guess, yeah. No meat? That sucks. What happens if you do 2 vegetables? I do not live next to... I do not live next to the public bathrooms. What the hell is that even supposed to mean? And just so you know, the new Vampire the Masquerade Battle Royale on Saturday. That's right. We're going to have 2 bounty days in a row. 3066 streamer needs to pay for his home. Huh? How do you like that? You asked for it. We're still going to play Monster Hunter. 3066 is getting to you. It's fine. What, I have 4 comic books on me? Sometimes I combine bombs. I even know that's a thing? You can't understand everything I'm saying, but it sounds interesting. Thank you. Execute order 3066. Isn't that the order where they kill the younglings? Like they kill all the Jedi? Will Lele be featured in the Vampire the Masquerade bounty? I don't think so. Kill all the Jedi? That kind of owns, you think about it. That's actually pretty sweet. Yes, I'm gonna 3066 all of you. See how you like it. This is Freedom Unite, Koteb. It wasn't originally planned for the younglings to die, it just kind of happened that way. This is a good one. That's pretty good. I am gonna lube you guys up and put me in my basement. You're excited for Rise PC? Me too. Godmuse, I actually really want to go to Korea. Obviously now is not a good time, but it seems like a really fun place to visit. If I fell from a tree and landed in my head, that's okay. Really? Yeah. I really want to go. I think it's a lot of fun. Sounds good. I just want to eat. I'm just going to get, like, really fat. Which Korea do you want to visit? I mean, if I had to choose, South Korea. I don't know if North Korea is as fun as South Korea. Bulking in Korea? I'll do my bulk there. I've seen some really strong, like, Korean lifters. Eat and get the hairline surgery? I'm gonna go with Smug Fox. We're gonna come back with Korean boy band here. I think he really wants to go with me. Can you stream in North Korea? You know, you could probably arrange something if you had, like, you know, a government official with you at all times, honestly. You saw me in a Twitch commercial a few days ago for some ISP thing. Oh my god. If I'm the optimum streamer, how come I'm only 3066? Huh? Yeah, I should have asked for more money. I should have asked for royalties. This is not fair. Why is my life like this? They came to me, by the way. They came to me for... They came to me for... that opportunity. I forgot. Stop! I forgot Boulder Drone was his thing. That's just... I don't really want him removed. I know Incognito Man is working on, like, reverting him, but I love him for who he is. Why is he... Oh my god. Oh, he's hurt. He hurts so badly. Does he really show up a lot, Juice? I can't remember. If that didn't happen, are you saying I'd be 2,000? I'd be in the 3,000s, Jokakun? 2,000s? Caught between a rock and a hard 8. He really scared me. I actually, like, my heart rate went up. I got scared by that. This is a mod. This is because of a mod. This is because the creator of the mod was testing something out. Oh, please. Oh, that was almost perfect. Look at it move. I can't tell which, like what direction is it looking right now? It looks like it's moving around. Do you think it's looking at me? It looks like it's moving. Very unnerving. I should have just let it go. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Probably no time if it's enraged to do a follow-up slash, but I could definitely hit it with a draw slash. He is really hard to flinch. I guess I gotta just stop being greedy. No, it's still here! I thought it left this. It's so large. it's like his head is somewhere between the green and red crystal. This is the farting monkey. Yes! Stop! No, no. You just saw my Optimum commercial? I don't... How am I the Optimum guy now? If I was going to be the Optimum guy, why wouldn't they, like, honestly, like, I would have taken the time to record, like, a proper commercial. What is that, stone? Baldrome. Why is my life a joke? How many views is the commercial at? Can somebody post... Where's the link? Hold on, I'll see if I have it here. It's at 50,000 views. Maybe more. I mean, it depends on how they're using the video. On YouTube alone, it's 50,000. What's that compared to my best Monster Hunter video? I don't know if I've ever hit 1 million views before. I've gotten close to 1 million views. All I'm going to say is they kept telling me to stick to the script, and yet when they made the commercial, they used all of my unscripted comments. I'm literally a genius. Just let me do my thing. You ever want to be 3065, you better stick to the script, streamer. I mean, what do you want me to do with the bull drum? You want me to try and kill him? I swear to God, every time I turn on Chrome, there's like a Bitcoin miner there. Would you want to try and kill that? I can't even tell what it's doing. Oh no. Well, I know what it's doing now. It's looking at me. I mean, you can... Oh, God. Oh, it's enraged now. Now it's enraged. No! Is it limping? I think that was it limping, yeah. Texas, no! Oh, he hits so hard. I'm gonna die to a monkey and a rock. It's not a real monster. It's not real. This armor is like basically fully upgraded too. Still better than triple carding to a low-rank Tigrex. We never tripled to a low-rank Tigrex. Thank you very much. Man, I just turned Chrome on this other computer, and it just, like, turns my fans up to maximum speed. Now, it's like a CPU thing. There's like a Bitcoin miner in an extension or something. 1,000 nuts still in play? What was that blue breath? What does that do? Yeah, I'll give 1,000 if I triple. It was purple? It was blue. It looked blue to me. Sleep breath? Oh, maybe it was sleep breath. So much life, too. He's a good fight, though. I do really like Tonga. Imagine dying to his stomach. You did earlier? Oh, that's... Well, no. That was... It wasn't the stomach. It was the tag team that did it. He's not going to rush me? He's going to... Does he want to eat? What are you doing? He goes in the cave, right? That should be him right here. Use my paintballs? I should have. Well, I did at one point. What the hell? Oh. Hello. Nice to meet you here. It's a Freedom Unite Conga in high rank. Compared to GU, I bet he's a bit stronger. He definitely has more life than even Guild Conga, I'm sure. Is 4U1 tough too? Yeah, no, you get a lot less defense in Freedom Unite. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, not the next one. No! Oh god, this next quest. What do you think? It's a new one to check off the list. Double Tigrex I wouldn't mind. I mean, it's gonna be fine. It's like, it can't even be a just chatting stream. Like, you have to focus, like, just enough so that it can't even be, like, full just chatting. Godmuse, thank you for stopping by. Here. Does that work? Does repel count towards your challenge? You gotta kill it. It's gotta be a kill. Or a capture. I would accept a capture as well. But a repel doesn't count. What does Ash do differently? Somebody said he holds his head up slightly higher. Can't say I can confirm that, but I mean, I guess. How am I gonna kill Zora? Alright, you know what I mean. No, I think we're strong enough to kill him this quest. Technically, when we get to the Guiding Lands, Zora's already dead. Right? So then there we go. We repelled him and then he died. I mean, he keeps his health, doesn't he, Juice? If I repel him, you just kill him the next time? No? Means you have to do Master Rank Cove too? Absolutely. Trying to make a comorbidity argument for Zora. He died of natural causes. He died with hunter-inflicted injuries, not from hunter-inflicted injuries. Oh, he resets? It's one and done only for Lao kills? I see. Well, if we can't kill him right away, then we could always come back later. I'm gonna kill Safi? Yes. That will probably take 2 rounds. Maybe 3. So if a new character, probably... Oh, maybe 3. Hey, at least there's some good money from it. 24,000. I know that's like mega copium, but that seems okay. What's the AP percentage for repel? I think it's just like don't lose. Just don't have him destroy the village. So I remember him being blue, but somebody in chat last night was saying he looks silver, and I could say he looks a little silver, like a bluish gray. He's supposed to be ashen. I guess you could say that's kind of ashen. Oh, is it possible to fail by timeout? Oh, that's weird. It's almost like a little purple, right? A little bit. I did this a lot, though, back in the day. I think a lot of people did, trying to get a Heavenly Lao scale. Technically not this quest, but the G-ranked ones. That's what they'll call me after I'm done bulking in Korea. I just want to get that, like, the Korean chicken, you know? Korean barbecue and Korean chicken. Just for, like, a month. Just a month of eating nothing but that. You were shooting Shen in Area 1, he shot you back? HRK, I've heard, but have not confirmed that you actually cannot deal damage in Area 1. Can you believe that? Believe that crap? You just want to visit other countries and eat their food? I feel like that's a very, like, that's like a common thing for people. You'll get sick of it real fast? I don't think I'll get sick of it in a month. Maybe in 2 months. But maybe in a month. Not in a month. He carved 7 Lao rubies and you got 0. That's upsetting. I never finished Adventures of Chris. It was actually a really good game. Just get the pork belly? I mean, I'm going to get a pork belly myself. Do they not have Korean barbecue areas where I are? No, not really. There's like a Brazilian barbecue within like an hour of me, I guess. That's the closest thing. Could Lao be good to play against in Sunbreak with wire bugs? I'm gonna go with a no on that one. What's the difference in different types of barbecues? The type of meat, pro-cal, as well as the way they cook it. The Brazilian barbecues I've been to, like, I could characterize them as having a very wide variety of meats that they give. It's honestly like taking like a class on like different cuts of meat. Brazilian barbecue is like, I'd say like generally cheaper cuts of meat, more interesting cuts of meat, but then you've got like a lot of different ways that they're like seasoned and stuff like that. Isn't Brazilian barbecue served on swords? They usually have like a skewer for them, yeah. Yeah, I know. At least in the US, a Brazilian barbecue usually has some fairly fancy cuts of steak. So, you know, like, it's expensive. Like, it's like $40. Like, that's a lot of money to me. $40 to $50. But, you know, you get to try a little bit of everything. You get to try filet mignon. You get a chance to try out lamb. You know, ribeye if you're lucky. It's fun. What's $40 to me? 30.66? Are you trying to say I'm wealthy or poor because I'm 30.66? I can afford $40, you know, occasionally, not every night, but as a treat. Yeah, going to Fogo de Chao like once or twice a year is the perfect amount of times to go to Fogo de Chao. Keep hitting this foot. This is awful. I don't get 80 pieces of chicken a week. Once a week. Most weeks, I get an 8-piece. Sometimes I end up getting a 7-piece, and it costs $8. And it's a little treat. From where? From the grocery store I go to get my groceries. It's the local supermarket. They do a good job. You like the pants the waiters wear at Fogo? Can't say I've ever noticed the waiter pants. 30.65 took the 1-piece for my 8-piece. Don't you start beefing with me. I do want to know where the hell my money's going at Twitch, though. Where the hell your guys' money is going? Not for security. I stopped streaming for an entire month because someone stole a piece of chicken from me? It was a night. I ate too much chicken. And I missed a night. One night. Is 366 my pant size? No. Nashville hot chicken's actually pretty good. But I'm not, you know, if we're talking fried chicken, I'm not going to be very picky. The girth. The girth and length in inches, yeah. Fried chicken is a different style? I mean, I think it just means by like sauces and stuff like that. Like if you were to go to Kentucky Fried Chicken. I won't be using comic greatsword anymore? I never said that. How dare you misquote me? How do you think the lurkers feel about 3066? The lurkers are among the most treasured things I have in my life right now for Pineapple. And I'm just happy they're here and enjoying the stream. That's all. I mean, I think it's reasonable to say, yeah, General Tso's chicken's kind of like a fried chicken, right? If we are counting General Tso's, it might be General Tso's for me. But you treasure the people who ranked worse than you more than the lurkers? What? That doesn't even make any sense. So I would rather have people ranked below me to push me up into the Twitch rankings than I do lurkers? What is that thought process? Oh, we're going to mix it up, Fish Jar. In fact, we're not even going to be sticking with Greatsword all the way through Freedom Unite. At some point, we're going to be making Gunlance. You think 3066 is a good position? I think so, too. It's like... It's not like bougie, like, highfalutin streamer. But it's also not, you know, destitute poverty streamer. Like, we gotta work to keep his lights on, streamer. Would I rather you be a lurker? You're fine for where you are, Corn Popper's actually a very real possibility of a Gunlance that we're gonna make. You think I would have gotten an ego boost if I was 800? If I was 800, I would say the entirety of Twitch is a scam. I mean, I do okay, but even the fact that I'm in the top 3,000 is already kind of unbelievable. You would think there'd be a lot more people making a living on this website for how much people visit it. Twitch is a pyramid scheme. I don't think that's what a pyramid scheme is. I mean, it's entertainment that you could watch for free. I mean, you don't have to subscribe. Almost top 3,000? Basically top 1,000 if you really think about it. If you're not in the top 3,000 though, watch it, buddy, okay? Close enough. You know, you gotta take at least one out. Doc's channel doesn't count. That's basically 3065. No, I don't. The 3066 thing is funny. The 3066 thing doesn't matter. Top 4,000 seems much more. I know, imagine that. Top 4,000? Like, I'm not top 4,000. I'm basically 3,000. Okay, 66. I know what I am. top 4,000 along channels like Critical Role. That is true. That is accurate. You think somebody could be like number 8,000? They say, I'm in the top 8,000 along with SDShepard, or you think nobody says that? Nobody says that. Top 10% of streamers make about 50% of the total earnings? Yeah, that makes sense. Does having a breaded chicken dish over rice count as carb on carbing? I've never heard anybody use the term carb on carbing before, but yes. Oh no. No! I can't see anything. Okay, I got out of the way. I mean, and again, like, you've had streamers mentioning that they've used the Twitch platform to plug other ways of making money and make way more money off of their outside platforms than Twitch. This is why you bring Farcasters? I mean, if you didn't die, you haven't lost any time. He's going to 4 anyways. One streamer said she makes more off of OnlyFans in 1 month than what she makes off of Twitch in a year. So just let that sink in. Right? Buy your OnlyFans? I have got a lot of people saying. Do you make more on OnlyFans or Twitch? I don't do OnlyFans. Yeah. Well, maybe. If you added it to my Twitch total, maybe I would. Oh, the gambling streamers? That actually, I honestly feel like that's going to get the website shut. If anything's going to get the website shut down, it's those gambling streamers. 100%. 100 million, 100 times out of 100 compared to hot tub streams, gambling streams are going to get the website shut down. One streamer said he ate more fried chicken in 1 month than the rest of Twitch did combined for a year. What do they gamble in the gambling streams? Money. In a lot of cases, they use like VPNs to gamble in other countries with Bitcoin while streaming on like a US-based website in which like people under the age of like, 18 can be a part of. And get like paid to do that? I don't know. I'm not claiming to be like an expert on laws, but that seems like a really like a pretty big risk. And in many situations, it's been alleged that, people are not only playing with essentially fake money, but then they're getting paid up to like millions of dollars a month to do so. I mean, it hasn't gotten shut down yet, right, Prefixed? I mean, somebody's getting a cut. Yeah, I mean, them being rigged, obviously wouldn't surprise you. But even if they weren't rigged, like if you gave me like $1 million in free currency and I just gambled it, I'm going to win eventually. Psych Consult, like, exactly. Like, is it ideal for Twitch to be a website where there's large sections of essentially softcore pornography? Probably not. But, in comparison, like, it's nothing. And yeah, turn AC guy, like you watch your streamer's playing the gambling game, right? They win like whatever, $100,000. And you're like, wow, he won it. I could do that too. That's it. That's what happens. It's literally what happens. You're trying to kill chaos? You could do it. I believe in you. Are you playing on hard? Is he going to do literally the same attack? It's literally the same. Hello, Mr. 3066. Hello. You're normal like a normie? You should play it on hard. It's really fun. What about stock streamers? Oh, like doing like one-day trades? I mean, that's gambling, but that's... They're not being sponsored by anybody to do that. You know what I mean? It's not the same as like an actual like online VPN'd in slot machine. Only 15 minutes left to go, guys. This fight seemed cooler when you were a teenager? Yeah. Streamed by Bofa? What's Bofa, Albino Donkey? No! Albino Donkey, are you satisfied with my Twitch power level? Are you happy with Asmongold's power level? Asmon's way up there. The amazing part about Asmongold, like literally a millionaire, as far as I can tell, hasn't spent any money in the last 5 years. You smiled me open the Bank of America app because of Bofa. You legit thought I wasn't even in the top 10,000? That's actually the most insulting thing that's been said today. Just to be clear that you thought I wouldn't be top 10,000. That's very insulting. You should have been like, oh, I thought he'd be top 1,000. Not even top 10,000? You didn't think I'd even make the 10,000 list. Honestly, when you see the numbers like down at the 10,000 mark, it's actually upsetting because like you think about like it's really not that many people making a living on this website. At least, like, not compared to something like YouTube. You thought you'd be #1 streamer? Somebody's looking for that VIP. Less than 1% can make a living? Well, 1% out of, like, literally millions. And of those millions, like, how many people are even trying? You were expecting that everyone in the top 10,000 would get at least 1,000 average viewers? There's just not that many people on this website. The #1 streamer in Connect. Nobody's done that sort of analysis yet, Frenchie. You don't know that. There could be another one. You just don't know. There's 10,000 people. There's 3,065 people above me. Name another streamer? I don't have time to watch other streams. I'm making my own stream. You tell me. The guy at the post office? Guy at the post office is clearing $75,000 a month based off of his subscribers. Such a weird lie. Like imagine like slowly backing yourself into that lie of trying to tell somebody who's a streamer. Oh yeah, I totally have 30,000 subscribers on Twitch. Like, what? And then to back it up by saying, yes, I stream with Tim the Tatman sometimes. I mean, That would be like 7. That would be like, he would be in the top 50 for sure, Fish. Yeah. Post office guy would easily be in the top 50. No, I don't normally go to the post office, turn AC guy. You know, I was only going there when I had like a PO box. You start showing how many subs you have? I don't know. I don't know what's TOS and what's not TOS. Here, I'm not into fleecing you guys. I'm not gonna brag about the number of subs I have. I'm not gonna beg for subs. I'm not gonna do any of that. We're gonna do the stream. We're gonna play the video game, and I'm gonna gape at you. A bunch of streamers have sub counts on stream. Oh, that's fair. The saddest thing is, like, sometimes you'll see someone that will have like a sub count on stream, and it'll be like 800 out of like 2,000, and you're just like, buddy, buddy, what are you doing? What is like? You want to maybe check that your expectations a little bit? On your Twitch there, Bender? You know the number dropped hard? That's my thing, is like, I don't, like, there was a time we used to have like subs and sub goals and stuff like that. But like, it got to the point where we had plenty of subs for what I needed to live. And then especially on top of bounties, like I don't need to be fleecing people for their money. I'm not talking about sub and I'm talking about 3066. You know, if I was like really high in subs one month for one reason, and like we were close to like unlocking like a new emote slot or something, maybe I'd be like, hey, let's gape those wallets. I mean, you could just put any number you want, player. I do remember encountering one streamer that had a sub goal on stream that wasn't even real. And it was always one sub away from like the goal, and people just like keep trying to get the number to go up. That seems kind of messed up. Like, oh boy, so close. Maybe you wouldn't get the sub, but if, hey, it's just one sub away, right? What's the problem? Kind of a scam? Yeah. I'd say that's scam territory. For sure. I feel like streaming is a cool thing to do it for a living, but if I didn't have something distinguished to draw people in, I would never try it. I mean, part of that is like who you are, like what your passion is, what you'd like to do. And then hoping that's also something that people might also be interested in watching and then maybe even financially supporting you. But it's what I've always said. I'm like, you do it as a hobby. You certainly don't go into it hoping to make it a career, because like there's so many other things you could do. Like if you've got half a mind for video games, you could probably become a code monkey and make way more money than the vast majority of streamers. Why bouncing? It's okay damage, even if it doesn't look like it. It's a little bit hard to hit his Grundle like that. Hopefully, he might bite me if I climb up this ladder. There's a lot of ways to make money in real life, and streaming is not the most consistent and or reliable. It's damage divided by a certain percentage when bouncing. Nope. You deal full damage to whatever the horrible hit zone is. So let's say his Grundle takes 10%. Like, his Grundle is still going to take 10%. But then again, you know, the overhead chop for a greatsword is like, what, 48? So he doesn't like it when you climb. So you're hitting with a pretty decent motion value very quickly. So the damage can actually turn out to be kind of okay. It really doesn't want me to climb. Lao Shen, Zora, Turf War? I think Zora beats everyone. Zora has never died. Whoa! Rotten Veil of the Guiding Lands? I was unsatisfied. The Dragonator? I thought the Dragonator looks cool. Looks like we did get the chip on the back. When they introduced the consumable earplugs item? I think that was Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. I don't think that was in 3 Ultimate. Whatever happens, I'll say thank you for making fun and enjoyable content, Mr. Streamer. Well, hopefully Twitch isn't going to go down because of this. Although, I mean, you never know. I'm not planning on ending streaming anytime soon. If something ever happened to Twitch, we would just go to YouTube. I don't think I could ever bring myself to go to Facebook. Yeah, apparently this leak is getting people to donate to streamers to meme on them. Because even if you're a top 50 streamer, they're going to make fun of you if you're not a top 1 streamer. And you know what? I bet you even in XQC stream, you're going to have people donating to say, that's our streamer. Stay up top. YouTube chat scares you? I think it's probably gotten better over time. The average person chatting in YouTube chat is really weird, though. I'll agree with you. XQC will be number 1 in a couple months? I mean, it depends on him, and it depends on Critical Role, right? Sir Boomer, hello! Top 1 streamer has 10 times less followers than the second? I mean, I really don't know what's going on with Critical Role, but clearly something's working. People just like the content. They like the emotes, and I guess they want access to the VODs faster? I don't know. XQC has millions, but still lives at the bare minimum? It's because most people that became streamers didn't do it for the money. Even if you get money, it's not like you know what to do with it. It's not like you're in Hollywood surrounded by actors that are like doing like designer drugs and stuff like that and like buying luxury items. You're still a gremlin that wants to eat fast food in your room. Rune Knight, I mean, just be careful. If you've got a debit card attached to Twitch, not a credit card, like a debit card, be careful. Maybe can't, if it's like $5 or free to cancel your card and get a new one, maybe consider doing that. Is this Lao Shanlong? It's technically Ashen Lao Shanlong. I mean, we're doing fine. Like, he's barely hurt the village. Some people spend so much time working, they don't really spend what they earn. Like, excuse, like, doesn't he stream like 60 hours a week? Like, that's a lot of time. Does he live alone? I know he was having some issues recently. It's actually really upsetting. Like, whether you like him or not, like, he was having issues with people, like, getting, like, the police involved and stuff like that. Allegedly, like, sending them to his house and stuff. He was getting really stressed out about that. No, I think he's got his own place. He got SWAT. Basically, the thing is like, he had, like, eventually he had a relationship, I think, with, like, the local law enforcement. And they would just, like, send him a text message and they say, hey, we're just going to walk around, because it started happening so often. Oh, I mean, it's a criminal offense now, Chaos. Like, you can go to jail if you do it, so. It's not like just like a weird thing that people do, like, to try and prank streamers. Like, you will go to jail if you do it. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to get the clear. We got 18 seconds. Ashen Lao has more HP. I have found 0 differences between Ashen Lao and normal Lao. Is the guy who got life in prison for swatting? Yeah. I believe it. Yeah, Papaya Apple, maybe. You know? I mean... yeah, it's hard to say, right? That's my 3066. I just don't have the damage to kill him yet. Are we going again? Apparently the repel doesn't keep the life. So we're just gonna have to wait until we upgrade our armor and weapon again. I remember killing him in the past. 26,000 HP. He's like trashing me over here. If you could live in the Monster Hunter universe, which age version of the game would you live in? Well, it would appear from like Monster Hunter 4 until Rise. It's all basically the same era. I don't know. Yukoma Village seems pretty comfy. Not camera, just people constantly screaming the name of the village non-stop. That's, rust-sharded weapons, right? Which monster would be 3066? I don't think we'll ever get there. No, there's no player scaling before World Shadow Pichu. 3066 would choose Monster Stories 2 to fight Kyle? What rank do you think Kyle has?
Yo! Yo!
Kind of want to see what it is. Oh. 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 That thing sucks. He'd be 1,500? I don't think so. He would act like he's 1,500 and then he would just like never stream and he'd work at the post office. Kyle would be 3065 and gloat without it. That's a Kyle thing to do. Post office is great benefits? I don't blame him. I mean, if they completely redesigned WoW for a Rampage, maybe? I don't know. A lot of people would sub for Tsukino. Didn't they make like a Tsukino VTuber? How did that work? Oh, that was so close to the flash. I mean, if it was a complete if it was basically nothing like the Lao we had now, other than looking vaguely like him, I could maybe get into it. All right, I think 3066 is going to sign off now. I'm going to go have dinner with Jen. No, we're not pushing for the 3065. No stream tonight. No night stream. It's Wednesday. We're going to hang out. We might watch a movie or we might watch a documentary. We'll find out. Tell her the truth. I will tell her 3066 was my real number. And I will let you know in the Discord if she feels like I lied to her. Normal stream time tomorrow morning and tomorrow night and Friday. Friday, we're going to do a day stream speedrun of World with Greatsword. And then Saturday, we're going to keep doing this challenge. Don't respond to her if she doesn't call me that. Saturday at some point, we're going to be doing the Vampire the Masquerade Battle Royale. It's sponsored. If you want to play with me, I believe it is free to play. Thank you for your stream. You're very welcome, Nunu. If you want to play the Battle Royale with me, let me know in the Discord. I think it's multiplayer. I think you could create a squad. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Chaos. Well, for Chaos, it would take like 2 days to download the game. For somebody who's got internet speed where it wouldn't be an issue, let me know. Let me know. Playing with a sub 3,000 streamer. I'd play, it isn't about the numbers, okay? It's just about having a good time. All right, I'm leaving. 3066 out. Goodbye.